my kids were on the line here. So I made the best decision that I've made, and I picked up the phone and I called Kevin Seaver to help me with the Department of Children and Families, and the safety of my children being in the right hands. I researched a lot of different attorneys. I did my research. There was no question who the right choice was. The final, what really made me make that final decision was my best friend's brother is a well-established, highly successful attorney, an extremely compassionate, man who loves children, and he had been an intern for Kevin years ago, and he mentioned his name, and I knew exactly who he was talking about. And he said, call Kevin Seaver. That was his advice to me. 3 words. And I did. He's very, very passionate. He knows how to navigate through the system of the children and families. He knows how to do this. This is what he does. This is his expertise. This is his field. This is all he does. He doesn't do anything else. And he dots every I and he crosses every T. So there's only one person to call when they call you. It's a no-brainer. You call Kevin Seaver. That's it. And let him take over. Let him take over, and he will. And he'll get you the result that you need. He'll get them out of your life, and that's what you want. You don't want them in your life. You want them gone. I mean, these people can come in and take your children away from you. That's the truth. And that's the reality. When that phone rings, that's how powerful this agency is. And that is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I would not speak to DCF I wouldn't speak to DCF. I would call Kevin Seaver and he would speak on my behalf. I will not, you should, my advice through this is do not deal with them on your own. Do not deal with DCF on your own. Call Kevin Seaver, the expert. DCF was using what I said against me. The DCF was not being who they presented themselves to be to me. They were not, DCF was not here. They were not my friends like DCF was acting as if they were. DCF was taking my children into separate rooms privately, my intimidated, scared children, shutting the door, not allowing me in, per child, secret interviews that I was not privy to. I didn't know. I was just doing what DCF told me to do because I thought that I had to. I thought they were, I thought DCF was going to do the right thing. Well, that's not what happened at all. And I'll tell you, children aren't always heard from the way I experienced DCF before I called Kevin. My children didn't have a voice. I didn't either. Actually, it was used against me. And what my children said was used against them too in their private, secret interviews as I'm allowing it to happen because I don't know any better. DCF did not tell me my legal rights. They did not tell me that I had any legal rights. DCF did not tell me that my children had any legal rights. Quite the contrary. And they took full advantage of my vulnerability, my fear, and DCF misled the case and put things in the report that can never be changed. So if you find yourself in the same position that I found myself in, my stern advice is don't do what I did the first time. and take it on yourself. Do not do that. It's not even an option. Pick up the phone and call Kevin immediately. Don't wait. Um, you got to get on it right away. You've got to get him involved from the very beginning because DCF has timelines. They got to talk to you within a certain amount of time. Things happen very, very fast. You want to step back and let the professional, let the expert, let the hero come in and do what he does. If I hadn't called Kevin Seaver, there's a very good chance that DCF would have taken, could have taken my children out of my home. I'll tell you, if DCF came in and took my children and put them in foster care, I I don't even know what I'll tell you. I wouldn't have handled that very well. Worse than that, my children would have been so screwed up from that. It blows my mind that it happens as often as it does. Don't take any chances. Your children will find themselves being taken away, all right, by strangers and put in a strange home. What do you think that would do to your children? I know what it would do to mine.